Alright, so welcome to Startopia. This is... It wasn't written by Douglas Adams, but it was written by people who mainlined Douglas Adams. It's a very Hitchhiker's Guide sort of game, but interestingly, it's really a tycoon management game. You play as the administrator of a space station, you gotta make money, keep your economy going, make sure the people who are coming to your station are happy, and we're gonna go through the missions, which is really just an extended tutorial level covering all the aspects of the game one at a time. But it's got some excellent writing, so let's get into it. We're not going to go through the actual tutorials, but alright. What? Okay, so we've made a mistake. Okay, why don't we do that? There we go. Okay. We're probably okay now. There we go. That's what the inside of this bitch is supposed to look like. Okay, so can we WSA it? No, okay. But anyway, over here... Okay, good. Over here, we've got our sort of action bar. This is where notifications pop up. So we got this one here. That's a V. That's a message from, well, I'll let you meet him.
This glistening before you like a jewel is the Grulian way station. I welcome you to it. Permit me to introduce myself. I am Val, a virtual artificial life form. It is my task and possibly my pleasure to assist you during your time at this way station.
That is the voice of, I think I'm right in saying, William Franklin. And so let's keep going.
The mission assigned to you, if I may be so bold, is as follows. Your employers, the Grulian Workers' Party, require you to turn this way station into somewhere the asteroid miners can relax between their arduous shifts. I shall be on hand to aid you, of course, and I wish you luck, speed, and freedom from stupidity.
Well, I mean, we'll see.
Nothing will enter or exit the way station without a docking portal. You must build one with the hardplan crate provided. 2 crates containing scuzzer droids have also been provided to aid you in this task. When you've completed it, vessels will be able to connect with the station, and cargoes of goods or people can arrive or leave. It's vital, so you should start its construction immediately. Immediately, I said.
He's not kidding. It is one of the most important buildings in the game. Without it, nothing else really functions, because you can't get anybody onto your frickin' thing. These little things are... Hang on, can I zoom in on you? No, I can do that. Okay, come on. There we go. That's a Scuzzer Mark 1 droid. There we go. So Scuzzers are sort of your generic labor unit. They're really for the administration of things. They carry around crates and clean up trash. They sit over here when they're not being used. They construct buildings. And later on we'll get security Scuzzers who have guns. But let's go ahead and... This is not my preferred layout for this, but let's go ahead and stack our port over here. You can see that they're gonna... See, they're wobbling, and since you can... Oh my god, I forgot to turn off my phone. Okay. Go away. But as you notice, we have a teleporter. Or a transporter, as you can tell from the sound effects. So we can actually move our little scuzzers around so we don't have to wait for them to path and so forth.
All species need to rest sometimes. It's a universal truth. So I suggest you build a berth containing at least 5 sleeping pods. You'll need to use the hard plan crate provided. There will be no sleep until you've done it.
So crates are a thing that basically they store other items inside of them, or they are themselves the item, like cargo crates, for instance. And hardplan crates are just one-offs of a building. You can, and we will later on, get into researching buildings, which will let us build as many as we want. But hard plans you could buy and sell from passing traders when we get to that. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, why not? Oh, is that not big enough? Does it have to be 4? It has to be 4 wide. Okay. In that case, we'll just do that. And what a berth is just a place to nap. You can see these are sleep chambers. They have an animation, it's pretty good. Just gonna, yeah, there we go. And then we'll get our Scuzzer droid over here. And we'll get more advanced Scuzzer droids. These are Mark 1s, so they do the little droid wobble, but eventually we'll get ones with treads, and the Mark 3s, I believe, are hovercraft. Very speedy. There we go, now we got some place for our miners to nap when we get visitors.
A Lavatron is required. These units sanitize, refresh, and clean anyone entering them. Some races are cleaner than others, but at least with a Lavatron, you're giving them the option to divest themselves of all the germs, goo, and unhygienic horridness that they may be caked in. Again, you'll need to use the hard plan crate.
Yep, there you are. I think I can stash you. Yeah, I can stash you in the back here. Oh, hey, there's our first guy. There's our first guy. Can I? Okay, right-click to him. Yeah, there we go. So this is a Grulian Salt Hog. This is one of the various alien races in the game. I think this is the only one we're going to get in this level. But you can see this is all randomly generated stuff. The criminal record is important. Not right now, but later on, because criminals will get up to shit, and it's usually bad for you. It's a great idea to keep them off of your station. Or if you're into that, you can rehabilitate them, but it's also a pain in the ass, and it's very energy and building intensive. There's a whole tutorial mission about running a prison, though, so you can see we've also got, these are their meters, so if any of these are in particular need of anything, you can click and say, like, hey, do you need medical attention? No, I'm good. Skill, dedication, and loyalty are the 3 things that each of the characters in the game is rated off of. Skill is how good they are at their thing, and each race has a niche. Salt Hogs are just general workers, so they run your industrial equipment. Dedication is how long they'll stick to doing their job without taking breaks. And loyalty it relates to combat, but also to how much they ask for. So there is something in here. Well, you know what? He's probably going to have his hierarchy.
Seems to be going well. My fears that you'd be a disaster appear unfounded. Waystation Zeton Setoyi imploded a while ago when its supervisor unprimed the flux discharge tunnels, and the static megaburst instantly turned the place back into star stuff. Oh, don't worry. design of that place was nothing like this. Now to business. You must construct a dynamat using the hardplan crate. This will feed the population, at least until it gets much larger.
Dynamats, there's actually a surprising amount of mechanics rolled into Dynamats that the game never really gets to. I'll see if I can work that in once we are... Can we? No, not yet. Not until it's constructed. Let me see. Yeah, so you can see you can select it to dispense different kinds of food. Synthetic, real food, organic food, and mineral food. And different kinds of aliens prefer different kinds of food. And that's never really gotten into. You can also see this right here is how much you charge for it. Because basically everything in this game has a fee associated with it. So you've got your berths, you can see the little E symbols coming up from everything is energy in this game. And yeah, I see it just came up from here, so you charge them to use the bathroom. It is what it is, my guys. It's our energy collector. The energy collector is like your home base. It's your central building. It has the duty of providing power to your buildings. Your bank account, you can see here we've got about 75,000 energy credits, is the same thing as the power that you need to run buildings. So the more you have in your bank, the more efficiently you can distribute that power. So running a low bank will actually cause some of your buildings to turn off. The energy collector itself provides, I think, 50,000 credits in basically free energy. And there are some other buildings later on that provide bonus energy as well that are not as expensive as this big old thing. But you can see your energy sort of efficiency meter up here. You can see we barely need any of it. But as you stack buildings, it's common to see it start getting down here, and then you'll get like brownouts and things, which are not great. Oh, hey, here we go. This is actually an energy, power booster, which is one of those things that boosts the efficiency. I think this is good for either 15 or 20,000 free energy. Yeah. But let's see what Val has to say.
Your droids are working hard, as I have to say are you. However, you don't need recharging, and they do. A droid recharger is your construction task. Unless you are denser than an embryonic anti-quasar, you'll know by now that you'll need a hardplan crate to do this.
I think we can squeeze one in over here. Yeah, we sure can. And this is not the whole total of the space that you have. As you can see, we're actually only on the first level, the outermost ring of the station, and there are many, many other sections that in other levels we will get to expand to. Here, I think we're limited to just the one or maybe one more. There's also, when we get down, there is a second and third deck, but those are not brought up until they're relevant.
Congratulations, your progress is certainly impressive. An impartial observer might comment that you had the luck of the roulette playing Decapus of Axis Prime. Supervisor, your lack of ineptitude is a blessing, so it's time to open a new segment. This will give you a new area in which to expand. You may congratulate yourself, but not for long. There is much to do. You are aware of how the hardplan crates operate, and you'll need this knowledge to construct a wealth of new units. If I wasn't so cynical, I'd be quite excited at the prospect.
And normally this costs a certain amount of money, but because we're in basically a tutorial level, we get to open this one for free. And as you can see, now we've got a new color, so we can eventually, you can do the whole station, but you don't have to. And we're not going to in this one. I think this is probably all we're going to get.
A recycling plant is urgently required. Efficiency is everything in space. By recycling, you'll convert waste, almost any waste, back into energy. 4 salt hogs are required to work the recycling plant, but more of that later. Your first task is to build it in a useful position.
So you can see there's little bits of junk all over the place in these new segments, and also probably, yeah, you can see there's junk all around the Lavatron and the Dynamat. You can... Does it let me at this point? No, we haven't unlocked that. But there is a trash can that you can place near buildings that generate trash that sometimes they'll actually even use. And the recycling plant is a building that turns... Oh, it's just too close. Oh well. That turns that waste into energy credits. Yeah, that's perfect. Come on, go build.
Good, the recycling plant is built, but as I said, you need 4 salt hogs to operate it. Hire them using the hire menu. Remember that although it pays to get the best, it also costs. Let's write that down. It's a useful saying.
So, we can actually use this button over here to browse through all our visitors. Down here are buttons that'll let us sort by race. And, you're not limited to these stats. You will actually be able to level them up, basically, as they go. As you can see, people who have better stats are more expensive to hire, but you will level up in all 3 areas as you accrue time in your position. Let's see here. We're not going to be here very long, though, so probably... We're not going to need a lot of loyalty, but let's grab the 5er. Okay, you're asleep. That's cool. And I do like that. And it's when you go and specifically pick one out, it'll turn around, as you can see. Whoop. Yes, so you will get notifications about needs that are not being met. We can't meet this one, I don't think, for a while. Is love a euphemism? I happen to think it is. You'll see what I mean. Ooh, you're quite good. Are you awake yet? Yeah, you're awake. I believe that's our 4th.
Supervisor, why not help your scuzzer droids by beaming up rubbish and junk and dropping it directly into the recycler? Or is such a menial task below you?
And you can actually do that. Yeah. Okay. And we just... And we have our first contact with a Rona doll. So check this guy out.
Who are you? I am familiar with all the way station supervisors from the Grulian worlds through the 6 voids right out to the Caldean black hole. Must be new. In which case, I am a Rona doll, most respected of the free traders. Delighted to meet you. Anyway, I'm in this sector offloading some late vintage mucus wine. And as I have a couple of scuzzer droids I don't require, I thought I should give you first refusal. You'd be getting a bargain if you took them.
So the thing about Arona, I have no problem believing he is the most respected of the free traders because he will bend you over a table. Normally, you can trade with passing traders, but that requires a facility called the Star Dock. If you don't have one, nobody will stop by, except for Arona. And Arona will have a consistent mix of goods, whereas passing traders tend to be specialized. Arona will charge a premium for his products, as you'll see on the next page, but you don't need a Stardock to trade with him, and he usually always has something worth picking up if you can afford the premium. Yeah, so the faces here, he's ripping you the fuck off. That's what those faces mean. But he is the only game in town here, and we've got 84 grand, so let's drain him dry. And get us some new scuzzers. And if we hadn't unpacked those from crates, then something we could do if we were in a more advanced mission is actually buy, sell, trade scuzzers between traders or even manufacture them ourselves for a profit. And there's good money in that. So what are we supposed to be working? Are we
Supervisor, why not
supposed
help
to be
your
cleaning
scuzzer
shit up.
droids by beaming up rubbish and junk and dropping it directly into the recycler? Or is such a menial task below you?
No. There we go. As you can see, these get very messy if they're left to their own devices. Trash cans are actually really important. And so is having a good fleet of scuzzers. Alright.
As supervisor, I must demand your immediate attention. Some technology crates have arrived, and I insist that you open them without further delay. Today reminds me of the Grulian Festival of Grimbus, when a random selection of gifts and low-grade toxins are handed to the youngsters, who either squeal with delight or choke as their ventricles are temporarily paralyzed.
So technology crates are the ability to manufacture new facilities on your own. So as an example, let's unpack this tech crate for the Dynamat. And now we can just make as many Dynamats as we want. And you can also, when you get that far, manufacture and buy, sell, trade technology crates from the various traders for a profit, in addition to being able to buy, sell, manufacture hard-plan crates of one-use facilities.
You are busy, and therefore it gives me pleasure to interrupt you, Supervisor. 3 tasks await your attention. You must construct another Dynamat, a Lavatron, and a berth. Your population is increasing, and if you neglect these tasks, you could face a mob of hungry, smelly, tired customers. And I wouldn't wish that on you, frankly.
I'm not really worried. I think this is just to make sure that you understand the concept. So let's see here. Well, sure, we'll put one over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, I think no, because we got to have the edge for the wall. So let's do a berth. Yep. Then if I went in that, nah. Well, that doesn't look. It's like there's not really a lot going on this side, so I'm not really sure. Normally I would be loath to put these so close to the wall because that's the only place you can put cargo holds, but that's not relevant here. But I'm like, if you can see, oh, you know what? Our berth is getting quite a bit of use. But normally what I would do is I would just pull it out and we'd expand and add a few more, because it's generally more efficient to have fewer larger facilities than many smaller facilities.
The salt hogs you previously hired are good workers and in line with your current expansion. It might be an excellent idea to bring the total number of salt hog employees up to 6. Use your skill, judgment, and instinct to pick those that won't let you down.
I've seen supervisors come and go, but you look like you're doing well here. I remember old Migby Pariah. He looked like a 2D laser copy of himself when that bile worm eventually crawled out. Serves him right, I suppose. Listen, you don't want to buy it? No, I can see you're not into that. And the stuff I have is shockingly strong. Sorry, shouldn't have mentioned it.
And something that I neglected to do when I bought these guys... Oh, okay. Sometimes they will ask for promotions, which you'll get that blinking. That's what that means. You can just click to promote them. It costs you a little bit of money, but if you don't promote them, they will leave. So... What the... Okay, that was interesting. Anyway. Unblemished background. Yeah, if you hire criminals, they will do criminal shit and actually hurt you quite badly. None. Excellent. Like if you hire criminal doctors, when we get to that part of the game, they will actually hurt the patients instead of healing them, which can really screw up your game. Unblemished. Excellent. So now let's go, and we've sorted by skill already. He looks to be quite good. Criminal record, clean as a star whistle. No, come on, come on. There we go. Unblemished. They actually might not be generating any with criminal backgrounds at this point in the game, because we haven't had the level for the criminality subsystem.
It seems that you're either a competent supervisor or you're lucky. Either way, your station is a success, and you will not now suffer the fate of one supervisor many years ago. His name, I recall, was Migby Pariah. What happened to him? Oh, he had a bile worm implanted in his central eye. When it finally crawled out of his toe, it was 9 meters long. The Grulian culture can be cruel, but it's also rather beautiful, don't you agree? By the way, make sure all your visitors have adequate facilities.
So by the looks of it, we actually should probably set up one more berth or expand this one. So we are going to do that. I think this is... No, that's the toggle... Edit room. There we go. No, we can't. Okay. Oh well. There is a way for you to quickly see what of your needs need more being met. So I would say it's probably looking for us to pass over a particular threshold. So I'm just going to build one more of each. And again, I'm not really worried about being efficient with my space, so... Accept. We'll set up Dynamat. And one more Laptron. No, no, I don't like you to. There we go. No, no, I need it. Thank you.
Excuse my interruption, but I have new orders from the Grulian Workers' Party Secretary. You are to expand the way station into a communications relay post. I assured the GWP that you're capable of this. I hope this faith in you is not misplaced. Otherwise, we'll both be visiting the labor exchange on Prodar 6. Oh, Grey travelers have also been granted access to the station. How delightful.
So, Greys, and since we're going to do communications, we will be getting Oh, good lord, I don't remember their names. But another further race whose job is to do technological stuff, including run communications posts. But the Greys are the medical race, so they are who you will go to for your doctors, staffing your med bays, and I believe they also can fight, but not particularly well. And the reason I'm staring at the port is because I'm trying to see when some of the communications race come on board, so I can show you what they look like and also hire them. Okay, there's a gray. There's 2 grays. Okay.
The GWP have dispatched a number of TARG communication experts to your station. Whilst members of the TARG make good workers, don't be fooled by their insectile nature. The TARG are a proud race. They would say haughty and aloof. The rest of us say miserable. Your task is to keep your TARG employees happy. Keeping employees content is an unwelcome but necessary part of every supervisor's role. Who knows? One day you may even make me happy.
So that is, I believe that is the Greca-Targ. Yes! So these are our tech race, and it looks like they just gave us 2 for free. And then, of course, if I can look around, maybe hunt down one of them there grays. Yeah, or no, that's just a salt hog viewed from above. Hey, there you go. There's a gray. There you go. Hi, howdy, guy. How you doing? Oh, and I didn't make the Greca-Targ make a noise. Make a noise. Yep. Makes a little croak. Okay.
2 hardplan crates have been provided. From these you may build 2 comm sensors. After all, if you want to expand, you must communicate with the outside universe. That's an old Grulian cliche, if you must know.
Alright, here we go. We'll have, I think we might be able to stash one back. Oh, I think we can stash them both back here. Now that we have some Greca-Targ, when these get built, they will go over and work them in the same manner that you could see the salt hogs working in our recycler earlier. I think I want to just a little bit around the station, just clean up a little bit. No, I'm picking up, not dropping off. Okay.
I apologize for tearing you from your presumably vital work, but an emergency message is arriving via the comm sensor channels.
I bet this is what we've got grays for. We're going to have to set up a med bay in a hurry. Yep, we have a sick VIP diplomat. Okay. Yep. And what we're going to do is we're going to not even wait for him to tell us that we have to hire a doctor. There you go, Sabomak. Irrigation wall, yeah, clean as a star whistle. You're hired. And let's go ahead and get... no, okay, so you're... and I'm not waiting for you. Congratulations, you get the job. Is that criminal record? None, I looked.
You know, we could cure that ailing diplomat if only we had a sick bay. What course of action should we take?
Oh, look, there's a Rona.
You are clearly a supervisor of great ability. I have something you might like. I never offer this to anyone else, but I have a nearly new sick bay. It's yours if you want it. I never thought I'd sell it, as it was a gift from 4 of my mothers. But I like your face, so it's yours if you're
there's our
interested.
VIP. Yes, I am interested. Gimme. Oh, very quickly. Can I? Yes, I can. So this is a ZM monk, and you see the little speckles all over him. That is actually because he is sick. Make a noise. Yep, and they come in later. They are the religious race. Okay. Let's see. you up. 4 by... Let's do 6 since I'm only going to make one of you. So we got our diagnosis units. Okay. And then our waiting couches. Oh, there we go. And these do have to be up against a wall, unfortunately, or I'd make some more use of that. But why don't we chronometer, English printer, an ultra lamp? Do we have one of that? Yeah, sure. Let's put some lamps in this bitch.
Your room has no doors.
Oh, whoops.
You must place
I
some
left space for the door, but I forgot to actually place the door. Okay. Come here for a cake. Do we have any better... Hey, we got a better doctor over there. Rizamak. Oh, good. You are coming out of your pod. What? Come on, I want to give you a job. Come here. And it just occurred to me, they can refuse to be hired if any of their needs are sufficiently not being met. So that is a thing that can happen also. They can also quit if there's needs that aren't being met, even if you've promoted them. A cheat to not having to ever look at the promotion screen, by the way, is just to immediately promote them to max level as soon as you hire them. Speaking of which, how are we doing? Sort by round. Okay, he wants to be promoted. That's fine because he's 4s across the board. Okay, cool. Do we have any? No, we don't have any Grekatarg available for hire. But yeah, there we go. So you can see we got our doctor. He's already working on this. Oh yeah, you see those are getting bigger and thicker as the disease progresses.
Good news from the sickbay supervisor. The diplomat who arrived on the Zedam shuttle Surundai has made a full recovery. Apparently he drank some bad mucus wine. You, it seems, ought to be congratulated on your handling of this delicate incident.
Yep, so that is how the scenarios go. There is a sandbox mode, but we're not going to do that for a while. So the tutorials get much larger and more complex than this, by the way. And we're going to see that as we go forward, but I'm going to call that a part, and see you guys next time. Let me just do a quick flyby. We can see, check out what we built. This is not much. We're going to be laughing at this later on, but thanks for stopping by. See you later.